Abandonment to the will of God is the secret of happiness on earth. Christ is not a figure that has passed. He is not a memory that is lost in history. He lives. God always wins. If you are His instrument, you too will win, because you will fight God's battles. I don't want you ever to lose your supernatural outlook. Even though you see your own meannesses, your evil inclinations, the clay of which you are made in all their raw shamefulness, God is counting on you. Put all your hope in Jesus. You yourself have nothing, are worth nothing, can do nothing. He will act if only you abandon yourself in Him. Do everything for love. Thus there will be no little things. Everything will be big. Perseverance in little things for love is heroism. Don't judge without having heard both sides. Even persons who think themselves virtuous very easily forget this elementary rule of prudence. God is here. This truth should fill our lives, and every Christmas should be for us a new and special meeting with God, when we allow His light and grace to enter deep into our soul. Compromise is a word found only in the vocabulary of those who have no will to fight. You're bored? That's because you keep your senses awake and your soul asleep. Put your heart aside. Duty comes first, but when fulfilling your duty, put your heart into it. It helps. If I love, there will be no hell for me. You were very hurt at being slighted. That means you are forgetting too easily who you are. If you have so many defects, why are you surprised to find defects in others? How I wish your bearing and conversation were such that, on seeing or hearing you, people would say, "This man reads the life of Jesus Christ." A man who fails to love the Mass fails to love Christ. We must make an effort to live the Mass with calm and serenity, with devotion and affection. To reform, every day a little. This has to be your constant task if you really want to become a saint. You'll have won a great battle if you lose the fear of letting yourself be known. The enemy, will you obey? Even in this ridiculous little detail, you, with God's grace, I will obey, even in this heroic little detail. I don't understand how you can call yourself a Christian and lead such an idle, useless life. Have you forgotten Christ's life of toil? May your behavior and your conversation be such that everyone who sees or hears you can say, "This man reads the life of Jesus Christ." Add a supernatural motive to your ordinary professional work, and you will have sanctified it. I find my pleasure in doing Thy will, my God, and Thy law dwells deep within my heart. Make few resolutions. Make specific resolutions, and fulfill them with the help of God. There is need for a crusade of manlines and purity to counteract and undo the savage work of those who think that man is a beast, and that crusade is a matter for you. You don't know what to say to our Lord in prayer. Nothing comes to you, and yet you would like to ask his advice about many things. Look, take some notes during the day of the things you want to think about in the presence of God, and then go with those notes to pray. If one of my fellow men had died to save me from death, God died, and I remain indifferent. Action is worthless without prayer. Prayer is worth more with sacrifice. Be firm, be strong, be a man, and then be an angel. Never make a decision without stopping to consider the matter in the presence of God. The life of man upon earth is warfare. So said Job many centuries ago. There are still some easy-going individuals unaware of this fact. The founder of Opus Dei used to say, with such encouraging persuasiveness, that being a Christian comes down to following Christ. Excuses. You'll never lack them if you want to avoid your duties. What a lot of rationalizing. Don't stop to think about excuses. Get rid of them and do what you should. Your heart weakens and you reach out for something on earth to support you. Good, but take care that what you grasp to stop you from falling doesn't become a dead weight that will drag you down, a chain that will enslave you. If thy right eye scandalize thee, pluck it out and cast it from your poor heart. That's what scandalizes you. There are many pretty terms I don't like. You call cowardice prudence. Your prudence gives an opportunity to those enemies of God, without any ideas in their heads, to pass themselves off as scholars, and so reach positions that they never should attain. The Mass is long, you say, and I add, because your love is short. May our stumbles and defeats separate us from Him no more. Just as a feeble child throws itself contritely into the strong arms of its Father, you and I will hold tightly to the yoke of Jesus. Only a contrition and humility like this can transform our human weakness into the fortitude of God. Don't forget it. He has most who needs least. Don't create needs for yourself. Like the good sons of Noah, cover the weaknesses you may see in your father, the priest, with a cloak of charity. Don't let your life be sterile. Be useful. Blaze a trail. Shine forth with the light of your faith and your love. With your apostolic life, wipe out the slimy and filthy mark left by the impure sowers of hatred, and light up all the ways of the earth with the fire of Christ that you carry in your heart.